13 celebrity siblings you didn't even know existed. Number 13. Amy Osborne. Although many reality television fans may feel they know the Osborne family a little too well, what many don't realize is that Jack and Kelly Osborne have another sibling. Indeed, Ozzy and Sharon have a third child. Amy Osborne is the eldest of the three, but isn't famous because she declined to appear on the television series which made her siblings famous. She felt that it would cast her family in a bad light and would force her to be typecast as a member of the crazy Osborne tribe.
It's hard to argue with that logic, since anyone who's seen the show knows how it made her family look.
Amy is a musician as well as an actress, but that's where similarities between herself and her father end. Instead of working in the heavy metal arena, Amy lends her talent to synth pop in her own band named Aro, which stands for her initials. Number 12. Monica Cruz. Being the younger sister of a household name such as Penelope Cruz might seem like it would be a bit of a disadvantage if your goal was to launch your own acting career, but that hasn't stopped Monica Cruz. At 39 years old and bearing a striking resemblance to her older sister, Monica has a good amount of success in the Spanish acting world, as well as having previously worked as a stand-in for Penelope while she was pregnant during the filming of Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. She is also a well-established dancer and model. Number 11. Dawn Swayze. With the last name Swayze, it's expected that people will draw an instant correlation to the late great Patrick Swayze. That's not the only correlation people draw when they see Dawn Swayze, however. Patrick's younger brother and fellow actor bears an uncanny, striking resemblance to his brother. That has certainly aided the actor in getting his career off the ground. But from there, he's done some great things on his own. Dawn is well known for his roles on super successful soap operas such as Days of Our Lives and The Young and the Restless. Additionally, Swayze has appeared on the HBO series True Blood and the crime drama Criminal Minds. Number 10. Lisa Roberts Gillen. It can be understandably difficult to break out of the shadow of a famous sibling. Lisa has done what she can to gain the spotlight on her own. She has had roles in many films such as Runaway Bride, Made in Manhattan, Raising Helen, and Mona Lisa Smile. Additionally, she's worked in the producer capacity for films such as Nothing to Lose and the American Girl TV series. Number 9. Lottie Moss. It's definitely understandable when a younger sibling looks up to their older sibling. However, there's always something special about a person who is capable of standing completely out of their sibling's shadow, and Lottie Moss is definitely doing that. The younger sister of supermodel Kate Moss, Lottie Moss is also a model who is carving a name out for herself. The 18-year-old model is known for being strikingly beautiful, just like her sister, but is already doing what she can to make her own name in the modeling world. Number 8. Sophia Richie. Being Nicole Richie's sister and Lionel Richie's daughter, fame and success are something you'd expect to come naturally to Sophia Richie. However, the 18-year-old has yet to make a big impression of her own. That said, she has made a splash on the scene both in relation to her sister and also as the one-time other half of Justin Bieber. She also is beginning to make a name for herself in the fashion community with recent forays into modeling and has even appeared in magazines like Elle and Vanity Fair Italia. Number 7. Austin Swift. Born in March of 1992, Taylor Swift's younger brother Austin Swift is 2 years younger than his mega-star sister. That doesn't stop him from living it up along with Taylor, though. In fact, Austin has firmly established himself as a fully fledged member of the Taylor Swift entourage. He is frequently seen along with his big sis at events and award ceremonies, rubbing elbows with big wigs of the Hollywood and music industries. When he's not hanging out with Taylor, he also enjoys his own hobbies such as acting in plays at Notre Dame, from which he graduated in 2015. It definitely seems like he's enjoying himself most, though, when he's doing things like posing with Selena Gomez at the Grammys. And who can blame him? Number 6. Rajat Fenty. One plus of being the sibling of a one-name famous celebrity is that you won't be instantly recognizable everywhere you go just based on your name alone. This is probably why Rajat Fenty has been able to fly under the radar for the most part, despite being the younger brother of one of the most famous musicians in the world, Rihanna. Now that he's made it into the public eye, though he enjoys a fairly large following on Instagram and frequently visits with his sister as she's shooting her music videos and performing, he seems to be the frequent subject of his older sister's affection. She has been seen many times taking him out for shopping trips and even bought him a $120,000 Mercedes for his 16th birthday. Number 5. Emily Deschanel. You'd think that being the sister of one of America's Golden Girls might eventually get wearing, but Emily Deschanel has instead stepped completely out of her sister Zoe's spotlight and instead made one of her own. Although the connotation of the name is there, Emily's work stands for itself, and she has managed to not be seen as riding her sister's coattails at all. Her most famous work is starring in the hit Fox procedural crime drama Bones, but she's appeared in many films and television shows and has more than 25 credits to her name. Number 4. Amy McCarthy. Sister of the famous actress and model Jenny McCarthy, Amy McCarthy is still not very well known. Nevertheless, she enjoys a full life with an interesting job and interests. Amy McCarthy has done some acting work, including appearing alongside her sister Jenny in the 2005 movie Dirty Love. The film was a flop and grossed a mere $36,000. Additionally, she has appeared as Playboy Cybergirl in 2008 and played in the Lingerie Bowl in 2006. Number 3. Dan Heater. Though Dan Heater isn't an instantly recognizable name, we'd bet you'd recognize his face, or that is, you'd recognize his brother's face. John Heater, famous for appearing as the main character in 2004's Napoleon Dynamite, has an identical twin brother named Dan who is also an actor. Despite being an actor, Dan is best known for his work behind the scenes. For instance, he's done visual effects work for films such as Edge of Tomorrow and 47 Ronin, and worked in the animation department for Monster House. Number 2. Elizabeth Olsen. It might be hard to believe, but the world-famous Olsen twins actually have a younger sister, and she's actually a pretty famous actress. She's also every bit as stunningly beautiful as her older twin sisters have ever been, if not more so. Elizabeth Olsen is 28 years old and has already landed some pretty huge roles. These include Avengers: Age of Ultron, Captain America: Civil War, and Godzilla, among others. The controversy surrounding her sister's eating disorder nearly caused her to quit acting in 2004, but luckily she stuck to her guns and is now emerging as a serious addition to the Olsen family talent tree. Number 1. Tom Franco. When people think about James Franco's brother, they inevitably think of Dave Franco. Understandably, he's becoming well known in his own right, but the brothers also have another brother named Tom Franco. Tom is the oldest of the three and is also an actor. He's additionally known for being the founder of the Firehouse Art Collective in Berkeley, California. The collective was co-founded by Franco's wife Julia until her death as a result of liver cancer in 2014. Tom continues to run the collective on his own now.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.